She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. She likes the theater, but never comes late. She never bothered with people she ate. That's why the lady is a tramp.
So Swingin is a project that I'd always wanted to do. It had been a long time since I'd actually sung with an orchestra. So when we decided to get this project together, the best thing was to do a tribute. So a celebration of swing music of the era was the original idea. Like a bunch of songs from the big band era that, like Benny Goodman and Tommy Dorsey and Glenn Miller were obviously the initial choices. Of course, so lots of them are still in the show. I thought the best way to do, obviously, a swing concert was to get an ensemble with me that could actually really pull together the whole project. And of course, that's when I found Alex Ortegui. Alex was a decision right from the very beginning. When this project was actually thought up. Because I'd known him for several years, and I'd seen him work, and I'd heard him at concerts, and his quintet is great. It's wonderful stuff. And really, I just it was like the right choice. I just wouldn't think of doing this job with anybody else. I mean, I knew that he would come on board 100%. Literally take over and direct the band, the ensemble, a collection of songs and compositions, obviously, because there are a few instrumental numbers in the show which the ensemble slay, and it's absolutely fabulous. And it was literally just to represent the music of that year. There's even an early Sinatra medley of his the first singles that he used to record with Harry James and Tommy Dorsey back in the beginning of his career. So basically, all the tracks that we decided would build up from the earlier songs to the later ones to the big final theme, where it just goes absolutely crazy, and it's so much fun. I mean, one of the really good things about this show is that everybody has so much fun doing it. We have such a great time when we get together. It's really wonderful. It's great. Just to be able to sing those songs. It's so wonderful. It's so melodic. It's such a great composition era. The material that came out was absolutely stunning. The big band dance bands that were being contracted all over the States. They just invented and recreated more and more, and just the most wonderful stuff came out, and it's still around today. It's so wonderful to do this show, just artistically, with the feel of the band with me and everything, but it's just basically the material, I think, that is absolutely wonderful. And once we eventually did honed down from about, I think it was about 40 songs at the very beginning, and we honed it down to what we've got. It was great. It's fabulous. So the show really is a fun thing to see. It really is. Yeah. What is swinging for me? I think it's just thrilling. It really is lovely. It's great. It really is. So yeah, one word: a thrill.
Working with John is like a travel in time. It's a whole experience. When I was a kid, I was raised watching musicals and great singers and tappers. And, well, my mother was a dancer too, so I feel deeply connected to the nature of the project. It's like working with a living legend who reminds you to Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly, the greatest of all time, but with his own charisma and his own voice. I mean, his integrity, what he actually represents as an international artist with so much background at his feet. It's not only a gift for the audience. Wow, I love to look for rare compositions. That kind of songs which sound familiar, but at the same time, you cannot say the title because you haven't heard it before. And that's actually the main catchphrase that our show was built on. Something like cozy, familiar sound and brand new menu. Yeah, the environment is absolutely great. I chose each and every one of the musicians that I had a special connection with. And that's because of the powerful energy that all of them bring to the show. And, well, the feeling we get every now and then when we are playing together.